Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're going to have a walk down Soi Boomerang, past the market, and then we'll have a look at Made in Thailand, Tree Town, Soi Boomerang, Action Street, right down to the market at the bottom, while we have a chat. And it's about costs in Pattaya at the moment, and the costs we're talking about are involved in having a Thai girlfriend. Now we'll start with some home truths, okay? Unless you look about 35 or under 35 is what I really should say, and you're a good looking guy with a fit body and your friendly personality, you're not going to get a pretty young Thai girl for free. In fact, even if you are all of those things, you're still going to be expected to pay for everything on a night out, or you go anywhere or anything with your girlfriend. Now then, if we're talking about having a Thai girlfriend, then we're not really talking about coming on holiday for a couple of weeks or even a little bit more and taking a girl for 14 days or so. That's really just a bar girl and her customer hookup. That's not having a Thai girlfriend. When we talk about having a girlfriend, this really only applies to guys who come here for extended stays of a month or two regularly again and again, or a few months at a time, or guys who become expats and live here permanently. If you fall into a category like that, then you may decide you want to find one regular girl. Maybe you get fed up with a different companion every few days. Many long-termers here do in fact feel like that. They come to feel like that. I'm not going to go too much into how you find a girlfriend here. I mean, it's just too easy. There are just too many choices, from Tinder to shopping malls to nightclubs. But if you want to have a long-term relationship, never a bar girl. Try to find someone who has a regular job of some sort. It could be working in a restaurant or a shopping mall or whatever, but not really a bar girl for a regular girlfriend. Okay, that's like a bit of a golden rule, all right? And to the right here is the top end market. Just to the right, we've just passed the new, fairly recent Cafe Amazon. So I'm just going to walk in here and take you to show you the little bit of the market. And to the right, there's the food court, which many of you don't know actually exists. But just look to the right and you see directly in front there, that is a food court, okay? And then the rest of it is the market, which is a lot of food, and then further toward the back, a lot of clothes. And then to the left here, then you have a 7-Eleven, and then we're back onto Soi Boomerang. So, what's the cost, the monthly cost of a regular girlfriend? What's it going to be? But it will depend on several factors, such as how old you are and what you look like, how old the girlfriend, the possible girlfriend, is and what she looks like. The prettier she is and the younger she is, the more she will want per month as a base salary. Now, the lowest base salary, which is a payment every month that you give to her, that I've ever heard of, was about 10,000 baht, which is what, 275 US dollars, and that was for an average looking 40 or so year old lady. But a pretty young thing will be looking for a base salary possibly up to 40,000 baht, which is 1,100 US dollars. You see, there's a huge discrepancy. Now that will vary depending what you look like and how old you are, and if she wants to give up working, whatever it is she does, and stay with you. Now that's just looking at a base salary every month. Now that base salary will normally be earmarked to send home to her family, to pay for all the family expenses. We're just going to turn right down here and walk down Made in Thailand bars, because there's only a short run of them left now, because the rest have got demolished, haven't they, if you remember. By the way, if you're wondering what time it is, you can see the lights are on, the bars are starting to get busy. This was 6 p.m. This was 6 p.m. I did it deliberately at that time so that it would be, the lights would be on, as I say, the bars would be open, the girls would be there, but it's still daylight, and you get a much better view of everything in daylight. So this is Made in Thailand at 6 p.m. Okay? So as I was saying before, so the base salary is used to send home to pay family expenses, which will include such things as school fees for her child if she has a child, or maybe a younger brother if she's a youngish girl, or debt repayments. Now, most Thai families are in debt. That's just the way it is here. And food, of course, and everything. And of course, her dad's whiskey habit. Things like that. So once you've made your decision, or you make your decision to have a full-time Thai girlfriend, then you're probably going to be together 24/7. Because you don't have a job, probably. If you moved here, you're probably not going to be working. And she won't have a job if she's giving up her job for the salary which you're giving her. In other words, that is her job. To take care of you is her job, her new job. And being together all the time, it doubles the cost of your food bills. It doubles your cost of your drinks bills when you go out. And Thai girls love shopping. So there'll be regular trips to the market and the shopping malls. And of course she'll want new clothes, new shoes, new bags, new makeup, and of course every now and then some bit of gold, some gold ring or bracelet or something. She'll always want gold. And of course she'll want to go out and have fun, like going out having drinks not every night maybe, but regularly, and having fun. It's called sanuk, and she won't be happy unless she has a bit of sanuk, a bit of fun. Now you will want to be with her on these trips out in the evening for fun, getting drunk. You won't let her go out with her mates, not just because it's fun, but also because you won't want to let her out of your sight, especially if she's drunk, because you're not sure whether you can trust her, are you, to be honest? As I said earlier, the base salary can be 10,000 baht, that's $275, to 40,000 baht, which is $1,100. Now, if you add on the extras which I mentioned earlier, we're just talking about, that just about doubles the base salary to something like 20,000 baht or $550 can be up to 80,000 baht, with $2,200 per month. I mean, this is normal every month, and the base salary will be used exclusively for her family. That's the new bar, which used to be called Endless, now Geordie Bar. And on the right is Tree Town we're coming up to now, in case you're not aware of it. However, every so often something out of the ordinary will crop up. A problem which can only be solved by your money. Something like, say, the family pickup truck broke down and needs a new engine, or her younger brother got arrested for possession of drugs and needs bailing out. I mean, there are countless possibilities of these extraordinary expenses where only your money will save the day. Now, if you do decide to have a regular girlfriend, what sort of age should she be, ideally? That little cocktail van, that VW van on the right, where they've set everything out, that's so popular. It's busy, busy, busy every night, even now. I mean, it's early and there's already a few customers. So really busy place. So what were we saying? Yes, a formula. There's a formula for the age, to work out the perfect age of your new Thai girlfriend, what it should be. And what this formula is she should be half of your age plus 7 years. Now, many of you guys listening will be doing a quick mental calculation right now about your own relationship. And I'll bet the formula's not far off, because it isn't with many, many people. And it also works from the age of 20 for the guy up to the age of 80. I mean, also the days of the pretty young girls, 22-year-old girls living with guys in their 60s are mostly over to a great degree. You get the odd one now and then when they're paying a lot of money to the girl. But as a rule, it's not like that anymore. It used to be, but since so many young foreign guys discovered Pattaya on the internet, and that gave the girls the choices which they never had. It's changed. So as I said, unless you look under 35 years old, it's probably better to forget about trying to get a full-time girlfriend in her early 20s. I mean, if you're, say, in your 50s, you really need to be looking at a girl who's over 30. Now, having said that, I have an American friend of mine who's in his 50s, and he has a regular girlfriend. I remember when I first met her, I thought, wow, he's gone a bit young there, because she looked like 26, 27. That's what I thought. But then when I actually spoke to him and found out she's actually 38. I mean, some of these girls do age well, I mean, there always has been, and still is, a mindset with Thai ladies that once they reach 30, they start to consider themselves to be past their prime or getting older, which is unheard of in the West, isn't it, with these feminist girls that you get in the West. This mindset generally stops most Thai ladies looking at younger guys anymore when they start to get past 30. They just think, well, I'm too old for him now, and they start to focus more on settling down with an older guy instead of partying all the time. I mean, personally, I think when you come here to stay for extended periods of time, I mean, I know some of you guys work so many months, or a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever, on a job, and then you have a month off or 2 off, or other guys, of course, can come here permanently. Then you should take your time choosing a regular girlfriend, because I have never actually personally met anyone. I'm sure they're around, and I'm sure you guys will tell me about them, but I have personally never met anyone who got it right, was lucky, let's put it that way, the first time. Almost everyone goes through a learning curve at the beginning, and that includes me. And normally that learning curve is expensive. Remember that. So be careful if you're going to choose a regular long-time girlfriend. Be careful, because it can cost you a lot of money. And some guys actually wipes them out, the very first one that they ever have. Completely wipes them out. I mean, and then they have to go home, and that's dangerous. That's serious. That's a serious mistake to make. Don't do anything like that. You're gonna have. Oh, look to the left. You see that bling? There, bling. That with the gold balconies and stuff. That's a new sort of super club, which is going to open soon. It's very nearly finished. Used to be a Gogo, if you remember it, but it's. I'm gonna go have a look in it when it opens. It's not open yet. There, bling. That's a new place. I'm guessing it's going to be expensive, but I have no idea yet. But I would imagine it is. So this is Soi here on the right, and Soi Linky on the left. So we'll continue walking down here. Now I have two stories actually from my hairdresser, and one of them is quite shocking. Really, a lot of you guys will have trouble with it. It's that shocking. Okay, so let's just cross Sardana, and then the next further on the right, the main next thing we will come across is Soi Boomerang, which is the Gents Club Street. You know, I'll just stop there, have a quick look in there, have a quick chat to some of the people. Okay, let's start with my first hairdressing story, which is quite a funny one. Now, as many of you will know, I have a good friend who's a Thai lady, has a hairdressing shop, and known her for years, and we chat a lot, and she tells me all these funny stories. And what happened recently is, in the next street to hers, her shop is off Pattaya, in the next street, in one further up, also off Pattaya, there's a small massage shop which came up for sale recently, and a friend of my hairdresser's bought the shop from a Thai lady, okay, and everything was going absolutely fine for a month or so, until one day last week the original owner, the Thai lady of the shop, came in and spoke to the new owner, and said to her, the one that she sold the shop to, and said to her, can you do me a favor? Can you help me out with the problem I've got? And the lady said, what's the problem? Why? What about the shop? And she said, no. The problem is that since Thailand has dropped all the restrictions on entry, my American boyfriend has just announced that he's coming to Pattaya next week to see her, and to see how their massage shop is going on, the one that he bought for her a year ago. And he intends to come down and have a foot massage every day for the 2 weeks of his holiday. So the original owner asked the new owner if she could bring her boyfriend every day, that he was here for the 2 weeks holiday, and she would slip her the cost of the massage, the fee, that to the new owner on the sly, and also could she ask her massage ladies to keep up the pretense for a couple of weeks and treat the guy like he was the boss. Can you believe that? Anyway, after some consideration, the new owner agreed. And the American guy came for the first time the other day and commented that their shop looked very nice, and he was very proud of his girlfriend. This is Thailand. And this is Soi Boomerang. On the left is the new place, Playgirls. What time you open? 7. For those of you guys who miss the old closed door Soi 6 as it used to be years ago, this is a replacement. Let's have a quick look inside, shall we? It is a go-go bar, and they have some very nice stuff in here, and it's not stupid expensive. It's $1.50 for a lady drink, which is the same as most bars these days, so it's not overpriced, really. a bit like Pothole, Boomerang and Pothole, sort of very similar in many respects. Right, I've got another story to tell you. We'll walk down here and we'll go down. I'll quickly show you Action Street and what have you. And there's a few bars on the left. But let me just say this other story, because it's actually a continuation of a story that I started before. If you remember, my hairdresser started a young 16-year-old girl. As I sort of run around, take care of the customers, clean her, and also she will teach her how to do hairdressing. So she's like an apprentice, if you like. Now, if you remember from the previous story, this 16-year-old girl has a 19-year-old Thai boyfriend who works in a low-paid construction job. So the other day, it was the boyfriend's 20th birthday, and my hairdresser friend found the young girl sitting in the back of the shop, sobbing her eyes out. So the hairdresser asked the girl, why was she crying on her boyfriend's birthday? And the girl said that her boyfriend has been waiting until he was 20 so he could change jobs. Okay, so what's wrong with that? Asked my hairdresser. Let me just interrupt for 1 second there. This on the right is Red Hot and Blue. It's a gents club, a new one. I was just asking what time they open.
What time you open? Open now.
I don't think he understood what I wanted.
5. Okay, thank
The lady did. So just going back to what I was saying, and the young girl said that her boyfriend, who incidentally is a good-looking lad, had been approached by a scout for a Thai club to go work there when he was 20. Now this Thai club is just off Soi Boomerang. I've seen it, I know where it is. In fact, I've actually seen the scout as well, who, if you live in Pattaya, you may also have seen him, because he stands out. You know, he's a young Thai lad in his mid-20s, good looking, and you see him riding around Pattaya on a new black Honda Forza with gold trim all over it. So anyway, last week the scout took the young lad for an interview to the club to meet the boss, and he got the job, starting the day after he was 20. So what is the club, you're wondering? Well, not the name of the club, but the type of club, such as, like, you call there are many clubs who are go-go bars or gents clubs or beer bars. So the type of club is called a bar host club. It's BARHOST, bar host. Now, if you happen to be watching this video with your Thai wife or girlfriend or whatever, or if she's nearby, just pause the video and ask her if she's ever been to a bar host club in Pattaya and what it is, and see what reaction you get. That will be very funny. Make a very few comments, funny comments, I think, there. I mean, if she says to you, never heard of anything like that, a bar host, know what it is. If she's been working and living in Pattaya at any time, you can be 99% sure that's not true, because nearly every lady who has ever worked in Pattaya knows exactly what a bar host club is, even if she's never been to one. So, what is a bar host club? Okay, so you know what a gentleman's club is in Pattaya? Closed door bar with ladies working for a drinks commission, etc., etc. And the customers are all foreign men. Now, a bar host is pretty much the same but different, or same but different, but the opposite of a gents club, where the staff are all young Thai guys in their 20s, and all of the customers are straight Thai ladies who buy guy drinks for the staff, and the guys whisper sweet nothings in the girls' ear, and they love it. And you need to understand, this is not, I repeat, not a gay bar at all. There are no gay people, no lady boys, nothing like that. The customers are all straight Thai ladies, and the guys are all straight guys. And the guys make a lot more money than the 300 baht a day working on a construction site that young guy was making before. So what happened, do you think? He's gone working for the bar, wouldn't you? Goodbye, girlfriend. This is Thailand. So I don't know if you just noticed, but we just walked into Action Street because some of you guys have asked about it. And there's very little action going on there. There's a couple of bars on each side and one further down. And that's all there is. I mean, nothing in there at all. That's VIP massage, which has a lot of nice girls. And there's also a new one recently opened up on Bacau. So if we go a little bit further down, you've got Benelux Bar, and then we're down to the market. So just have a quick look down at Benelux Bar. Okay, so we'll cross the road, and this is the last bar on Bacau. Quite well known because the ladies are always shouting at the Song Towers, the BART bus as it goes past, and anyone drives past, they're always shouting at them. It's quite funny really, but I don't know if they're encouraged to do it, maybe they are. So that's it, we're at the bottom of Bacau now. I don't know whether you're still with me, but that's 27 minutes, 28 nearly minutes. Quite a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learnt something, and I hope you enjoyed it. Good fun, good video. I think it was anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, please subscribe and like and share and ring the bell. And thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you on the next video.